Okay, we got some 1080p. Okay. Basically a home game for Georgia. Georgia has never, ever beaten... Georgia hasn't beaten Alabama in an SEC championship game. They are 0-4. Kirby Smart has never beaten Alabama outside of the national championship. He is 1-9. And playoffs is on the line. For Georgia, it's just basically about seeding. Like, even if they lost to a number 9 team. They're not falling out, you know. And then Alabama, if they lose, Notre Dame has to jump them. Even though they're idle, and even though Georgia lost to Alabama before, but Alabama would then have 3 losses, you know, in my eyes. Because if you keep Alabama in, guess who's going to start chattering? Guess who's going to start chattering, right? You're going to get noise from Miami. Why? Because 1, they have 2 losses. 2, the common opponent in which they played was Florida State. Florida State dog walked Alabama. Miami dog walked Florida State. And the other thing is, you're going to get a whole lot of chatter from Texas. A 3-loss team. Oh my gosh. Is anybody going to block? But you're going to get chatter from Texas. A 3-loss team, but a team who has beaten, what, I think three top 25 teams? I think so. But yeah, you're definitely going to get chatter from them. So, you know, the team that's not talked about at all during this whole situation is Ole Miss. Like, what? Ole Miss is not talked about, and Oklahoma is not talked about. Ole Miss, I think, is 6th, and Oklahoma is 8th. You know, with Oklahoma being in, you know, Texas is going to do a lot of chattering because they beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Alabama. But still, why is nobody talking about Ole Miss? Are they saying they're going to be a one and done, or thinking they're going to be a one and done, or something? Like, what's going on? But anyways, I had Georgia winning this game. If y'all watched my TikTok and all the picks that I made yesterday, Friday, I went 3-1. Kennesaw State beat Jacksonville State, and even though Jacksonville State scored late, you know, went up, you know, but I think like 15-12 or 15-13, and then they blew the game. Don't trust me for your parlays. Hey, this man's favorite move is a spin move, right? Every time he catches the ball, he spins. Why he smack him like that? Tell you what, Georgia might be the scariest team in the playoffs. Like, I'm just being honest. They might be the scariest team in the playoffs. Their offense is like a well-oiled machine right now. Their defense is always scary. Like, it's like nobody believed Gunnar Stockton could take control of the offense and, you know, make it this good, but he's really turned this offense into. I think they're better now. Well, obviously they have new pieces and whatnot, but I think they're a better team with him than Carson Beck. And in fact, I want Miami to get in, and I want them to be in a Georgia bracket, and I want them to win their first game, and then they play Georgia. That would be great storytelling. I'm just saying. Everybody's hoping it anyway. Mm. So Alabama was missing a bunch of people on defense. Well, not a bunch, but some key players, and then they were missing their first two string running backs. So they had to go with the third string and a freshman running back. Georgia was missing their center, so they have a new center going in. But besides that, I mean, can you really? But the way Georgia is putting belt to ass, like I really don't think, even with those players in, even though the third string running back on Alabama, he was dropping a lot of passes, bro. A lot of passes that J.M. Miller would have caught or might have caught. But even with a fully healthy Alabama team, I don't think they beat Georgia. I don't think they beat Georgia. Explosive. All right, Bama, y'all gotta get something going, man. I told y'all that's the only move this man knows is spin. But Alabama gotta get something going. Like we knew from week one all the way till now, we knew their run game is not what we usually see with Alabama. They do not have that key running back. They don't have a Gibbs. They don't have Henry. They don't have Ingram. They don't have Trent Richardson. They don't have Lacey. They don't have a key running back, that can really get busy. And I don't know if that's because they changed the spread, so they're not really looking for, that actual running back. They're more looking for like a elusive running back or something. But they need to reestablish Alabama football, and their offense is predicated on a great running back. And until they find that great running back, I don't know if they can make it far in playoffs or even make playoffs. Like, but if they make playoffs here, I'm telling you now, they better formulate a run game, bro. They better. Otherwise, 8 people are dropping it. Well, Georgia was just sending blitzing and stuff, but that's Georgia. That's different. Georgia and Ohio State, they can get after with their front four, with their front three. They can send blitzes if they want to, but all the other teams, they're going to struggle just a little. But if you make them feel like all they gotta do is stop the pass and just force you to run because y'all can't run, then all it takes is one person to slip a gap. That's all it takes. So they slip a gap, make a play. Now you're behind schedule, and now you got to pass against a team whose defense is built to, or is, scheming to stop the pass. So I'm watching the ACC and Big Ten. So if y'all keep seeing me look up, that's kind of why. But I hate this Frazier dude, bro. On the video game, I every time I hit stick him, he breaks off the tackle and keeps going. Like, but when I use him and he gets hit stick, he fumbles. Hate this man with passion. Just simple stuff like that, man. That. I'm not going to say that won't happen if Nick Saban was, coaching, but because they do have breakdowns of plays on offense and defense with Nick Saban, but like the P's and Q's and it would be a whole lot different, bro. All right, you're down 21. Show some heart at least. You gotta show some type of heart. Oh, I'm tired. I'm sorry, I'm tired, bro. I just noticed Mbakwe is right there. I don't think I've seen him play all season. And he just moved to wide receiver too, so maybe you should have just stayed at corner. Get some more playing time.
Third lines against these defenses just almost impossible. See how they do in the playoff. Can't wait to see them match up against the Big Ten or SEC team. That's what they wanted.
Okay, that's something, All right, anything is possible. Anything is completely possible. These boys can't pinpoint a defense to save their life.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 15.
Bailout?
15-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. First down, Alabama.
Very costly. That's on tricks. Chris, I just want to show the importance. You see it all the time. That dead ball foul gives Alabama a first down to the 45. Simpson ball batted in the air and caught.
That ain't the luckiest thing I ever seen. Honestly, I would rather him do that than to risk a touchdown, getting head tapped and whatever. But Ryan Williams can't catch, so maybe I would have just let it happen. But I understand he was also trying to feel for the player while trying to find out where the ball is. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. He's not Kurt Herbstreit said it right. He said it. He said that he doesn't believe that Ryan Williams is an actual true receiver in regards to when it comes to catching. He might probably be a gadget player. He might be like, I don't want to say Kevontae Turpin, because at least Turpin can catch from the Cowboys, but I don't know. His frame is a little too small to be playing running back, but he need to figure something out. He need to go to Larry Fitzgerald camp or something and figure that out, because ain't no way you're a top 5 wide receiver, highly talked about, highly regarded, and can't catch. You can't make the big catch or stuff like that. Like, ooh. That's the same route that they ran when they took the ball in the air. They thought they can get lucky again, but I don't know why they went for it now. Well, on the play before, I would have ran at least QB power or just run the ball. If you already had the mindset that you're going for it on fourth down regardless, I would have just ran. But that man Branch, bro, his first step is crazy. That first step is crazy, bro. I don't think Alabama gets into the playoffs. 3 losses, man. I know what everybody said. They beat Georgia. They beat Georgia. I don't care. They have 3 losses, bro. Everybody talking about you shouldn't be punished for playing in the championship game. Okay, well, your stats in a championship game should not be added to, awards, to make a better case for the awards. How about that? I thought this was a bit of a horse collar, but he kind of pulled the jersey. Exactly how we draw it up in flag football, baby.
Rumbles downfield into Georgia, so the pass and then the lateral across the field. That's incredible. And they run 6. Once again, Simpson gets hit. They brought one more than they could handle. So
oh, God.
Who's a Wildcat quarterback in high school. Dawged looking for one more big defensive play to punctuate this performance. Pressure comes. Simpson stays alive, has to make something happen on 4th down. Spins away, heaves to the end zone. Bounce right off the chest of Bernard. Somehow that ball found its way to number 5, but he couldn't come up with it. Yeah, that ball, it was a little tenuous. Yep. Noon Eastern time tomorrow on ESPN is that reveal. These moments.
That boy just shot out of a cannon.
It feels like the top 4 seeds. Say to Georgia.
All right, yeah. So like I was saying, I don't really see Alabama making the playoffs. Like if they get in and Texas don't get in, social media is going to explode. And then if they get in, but only Miami or Notre Dame gets in, only one of them gets in, that's going to be crazy as well. But I definitely think with this loss that Miami and Notre Dame should get in. Obviously BYU is out with their loss. Everybody else should stay in. I mean, obviously, but does Georgia go up to like the 2 seed now? I mean, like right now, as of this recording, Indiana is up 3 on Ohio State. I just think whoever wins that game or whoever loses that game is 2 seed regardless. But if Indiana loses, should they drop down to 3? Especially if it's a close game, should they drop down to 3? I don't know. But anyways, that's it for this one. College football playoff committee is going to be making their decision tomorrow or today or whenever it is. They're going to be making their decision on Sunday. All right. So until then, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.